One Republican senator today pushing back on President Trump's conspiracy theory about the popular vote. Senior Senator from the Palmetto State, Lindsey Graham. Take a listen.
I am begging the president, share with us the information you have about this, or please stop saying it. As a matter of fact, I'd like you to do more than stop saying it. I'd like you to come forward and say, having looked at it, I am confident the election was fair and accurate and people who voted legally. Because if he doesn't do that, this is going to undermine his ability to govern this country.
Luis Gutierrez is a Democratic congressman from Illinois. Congressman, good to see you, sir. Let's start with where the senator left off there. President Trump's comments on the popular vote. Your response?
Okay, where are the indictments? Where's the evidence? Where's the grand jury being called? Multiple states. As a matter of fact, you and I both know the vast majority of states, the Secretary of States, those charged with the supervision, the authenticity of the elections are Republicans. But there are no grand juries. Look, Republicans love putting on hearings here in the Congress of the United States. Where are they? Why aren't people going to jail? Who orchestrated and organized this massive 3 to 5 million? You've heard this before. Isn't it magical that he loses by 3 million and all of a sudden it's 3 to 5 million with no absolute proof? Look, bring the proof forward or shut up. Bring the forward or shut up, because either you have proof for it or we all know it's a lie.
But you know that this is a president that in the past has engaged in conspiracy theories, whether it's birtherism, whether it's the stuff with Ted Cruz's father. These didn't keep him out of the White House. Any reason to think that there's going to be any consequence for the next 4 years? A president who continues to say things that are obviously false?
Yeah, I think cumulatively it's going to catch up to him. Look,
you can't have
because you can't have alternative facts for everything. A triangle has 3 sides to it, right? A circle is round. You can't have alternative facts to 2 plus 2 because 2 plus 2 is 4, it's a lie. And he's going to continue to perpetuate this. Let's remember, he is still a president elected by a minority of the American population. And he, at this point, enters into the presidency with an approval rating that we have not seen in recent history for a president beginning. And he hasn't had an auspicious start with his alternate realities and alternate facts that he gives us. Everything in Trump's world is something that he manufactures to fit his scheme of the world. And his scheme of the world is not one that's fitting with the reality. That's why you saw over 500,000. I was there, so 500,000, I'll accept it, but I think there were a lot more women than that, and they came truly organically. So organically, it was a little bit confusing about where to go, right? I mean, the march was a little bit confusing about whether, but we all knew that we had to get past the Trump Hotel and we had to head towards the White House.
Well, I do want to talk to you about the pipelines. Word coming today, Keystone on Dakota. Is that it at this point? I mean, what do progressives do now that President Trump is now behind both of these?
Look, here's what I think. I had a town hall meeting last night, unprecedented in my congressional district. It was around immigration. That was the issue that we were called to discuss last night. I got to tell you, my heart was just, it was so touched to see people unaffected by our broken immigration system, to see people from, especially white women, the number of white women who felt a need to come out and join and learn and be in solidarity. I've got to tell you something. There is something mystical, magical happening out there in the American public. And I want to say thank you to women, because if it had not been for the women calling that march, we would have not all come together as Muslims, as immigrants, as you know why we're going to be able to push back on Keystone? Because there was a women's march in Washington, D.C., and that women's march was a march for environmental standards and for our Native Americans.
Congressman, you've referenced the march a few times, and we're playing some video here from Saturday. Really quickly here, where does it go from here? I mean, I'm sure you saw the David Brooks article today in the Times. I mean, one of the knocks continues to be that it's this kind of identity politics that has really hamstrung your party.
Sure, and so I want to talk real quickly about identity politics. Look, Greg, I'm pretty used to Latino women coming up and talking to me. I'm pretty used to African American women and Asian women approaching me and talking to me. I'm really not that used to, and I've been in Congress 24 years, the number of white women coming up to talk to me in my congressional district, the number of them calling, the kind of exchanges. I was on the airplane going back Sunday from the march. They all clapped for me. Right? I mean, is that really identity politics? A Latino male from the city of Chicago, from a Hispanic majority, with a majority of white women on an airplane, and we're all clapping and we're celebrating because they felt a kinship with me. And I was so thankful to them for the gift that they gave me of their love, of their applause, and of their approval. Right. We're each connecting with one another in ways we haven't ever before.
Congressman Gutierrez, always good to have you, sir. Thanks you.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.